I'm going to be bored by the age of 30 at this rate. What have you done to me, Arsenal? I am celebrating us winning headers back to David Raya so he can pick the ball up in the 70th minute. That is the most relieved I've been after a game since probably Wolves not Wolves a couple of weeks ago, obviously not, but Wolves back in December, if even then. I am so glad we got through that. We desperately needed to get through that, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't fireworks. We didn't need it to be fireworks. In fact, it was a pretty terrible performance all around. At this stage of the season, you take whatever you get when it comes to wins. Scrappy win, bad win, a win where we fight for our lives and somehow get over the line. It feels better, in a way, than if we smash them out of the park. You know, those wins definitely have their benefits. But this late on in a title race, it almost feels better to have a game like that, where it's so tricky to get through and we just managed to scrape over the line. That is a third win for us this season over Chelsea. 2 in the Carabao Cup, 1 in the Premier League. Back in late November, we drew at their ground in the Premier League. First win in the Premier League over Chelsea this season. First win over them in the Premier League since March last year. So, massive 3 points for Arsenal. Massive 3 points. We need to be near perfect from here. We need to be basically perfect from here. We need to, in an ideal world, win every game, and then City, you can get away with a point at the Etihad if you win every single other game. That's very close to what it's going to take. We need to be just about perfect to win the Premier League title from here. If we slip up, if we go behind City on points, I really don't see us recovering from that. You know how City just turned into a machine late on in the title race. It's different this season. It's different. It's not the same City side as in previous seasons, but it's still City. It's still Pep. It's still Rodri. It's still Bernardo Silva. It's still the same core of players aside from De Bruyne probably. We need to be near perfect from here. Any drop points, catastrophic. We desperately needed to get through that today. We so badly needed to get through that game. And by the skin of our teeth, we've just done it. I almost fell to my knees in despair when Delap put that ball in the net. It's offside. Thank the literal heavens that is offside on João Pedro just a couple seconds before. Because, oh my days, I don't think I could handle another last-second bottle, another last-second equaliser conceded after what happened against Wolves, especially against Chelsea, especially with Thierry Henry in the stands, especially with City this close, breathing down our neck. I couldn't handle that. There is no way I could have handled that. Few people I wanna diss. I wanna like, because there are just some people so idiotic today that you need to speak about. First of all, Reece James, he's not done anything stupid, but I just wanna see this, mate. You didn't even get that goal. You didn't even score, and you've gone up to the Chelsea fans. Go, oh, look at the Chelsea badge. Wow. Have that in your face. Have that. You like that? You like the look of that? Like the look of that. You must love the look of that, Reece James. Secondly, it's very obvious. It's extremely obvious that Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez play running with their emotions far too high. They are too emotional on the football pitch. There are rough challenges they've gone into on Kai Havertz. We know why they've done those challenges. It is abundantly clear to me, and it should be so to everyone else. Enzo Fernandez as well. Specifically Moises Caicedo, especially Moises Caicedo, those two, they play with their emotions far too high. We saw that in the reverse fixture. Caicedo red card, The Pedro Neto red card today, it's different. It's 2 yellow card offences, not quite the same thing. But Chelsea are a side that are sometimes too emotional for their own good. We are as well, but in a different sense, in a nervy sense. I felt that again today. I felt that in every game recently. Let's talk about the goals. It's set piece again, Ole. It's set piece again, Ole. 3 goals today from across the two sides. 3 set piece goals, and it's classic Arsenal this season in terms of the routine we take from the corner. Brilliant delivery from Saka all the way past the back post. And Gabriel's there. I think Gabriel honestly has more assists than he does goals this season now after that. And he heads it back across the goal. Saliba heads it in. It's not gone in off him last. I think the Chelsea player, Sarr, has actually done us a big favour there. Because I think if he's not there, if he leaves that, it would bounce off Timber and away. But it's hit the Chelsea player and gone in. William Saliba, it is definitely his goal. It was on target. That is his first goal of the season. William Saliba. That's a player I want to give massive, massive props to. Not particularly for this game. I thought he looked a little bit shaky at times, as did everyone else. But across the entire season, William Saliba is the one player that I have not been giving really any credit to at all. He's gone under the radar over the past couple of years because of how much Gabriel has improved and how much we love and appreciate Gabriel, how good he is and how much of a wind-up he is and how much commitment and passion he shows on the pitch, and we absolutely love that. Because of all of that, I think Saliba has definitely gone way too far under the radar. We are underappreciating him 100%. But the levels this guy is producing week in, week out, top quality. We are so blessed to have that pairing, that Saliba-Gabriel pairing. That is a legendary Arsenal defensive partnership in the making. Saliba, we need to give him more appreciation. Again, much like Gabriel, I love the commitment, the passion he shows on the pitch. It's one thing to have it inside here. It's another thing to show it, and that's something that fans absolutely love. And he backs it up on the pitch. Talks the talk. He walks the walk. William Saliba has been magnificent this season. As someone who is definitely underperformed last season, is really, really hitting consistently elite levels this time around. And I love it, Saliba. Give him his flowers. Give William Saliba his flowers, please. And then our second goal, again, it's another corner. Surprise, surprise. Jurrien Timber, it's another player I absolutely love. I think he needs a rest. I really think he needs a rest. I think Ben White, get him back as soon as possible from whatever injury this is. And play Ben White more. Play him against Mansfield. If we sort things out nicely in the first leg against Leverkusen, play Ben White. In the second leg against Leverkusen, play Ben White more. Give Timber more of a rest. He needs it. He looks worn out. He's not hitting the levels he was earlier on in the season. He gets a goal today. That spares, I wouldn't say blushes, but it makes up from another fairly, I don't want to say sluggish, but like below par performance is what I should say from Jurrien Timber. He needs rest. He really needs rest. Jurrien Timber, get Ben White more involved, please, Mikel. And then, oh my days, Piero Hincapié. Phenomenal. As soon as he scored that own goal, I literally have gone up to the screen, head up. Do not let that affect you in here. Do not let it. Head up. Go again. Forget about it. Completely forget about it. It's a mistake. It's an honest mistake that defenders make. Put it behind you. That's exactly what he did. Piero Hincapié, once again, phenomenal in the second half. Phenomenal, Piero Hincapié. That left-back spot is well and truly his. Going into the season, we thought it would be Hincapié would kind of cover both left centre-back and left-back, and Calafiori or Lewis Skelly would take up left-back predominantly. Piero Hincapié has made that left-back position his, and he deserves it. He has been phenomenal over the past month or two. Phenomenal, Piero Hincapié. Scandalous. Absolutely scandalous if we do not make the deal permanent. I'm pretty sure it's an obligation to buy. Some things I've also said it's an option. Either way, buy him permanently. Scandalous not to. This guy is such a great defender. He's great on the flank as well, carrying the ball, linking up play. got an assist in the Premier League recently as well. He's magnificent, Hincapié. I absolutely love him. Overall, again, it's a terrible performance. I will be very honest. Chelsea were in control for most of it. They had the majority of possession. You don't see that much. 59% possession, 41% for us. We did have more shots, more XG than them, but you never felt like we were properly in control of proceedings. And in the end, are the allegations true? Are we set-piece FC? I think I saw something the other day saying we would be 6th in the Premier League with no corner goals, set-piece goals allowed. That does not lie. Those are just numbers. Yeah, they've spared our blushes today on a day where the performance was not great, on a day where Chelsea should have had more, on a day where David Raya was worked really hard, had to make a few incredible saves, on a day where Chelsea looked the more threatening side. They've helped us massively. Set pieces. I'm not even going to break down the rest of the performance. I'm leaving it at that, because it is that stage of the season where you will have performances like that, where it is nervy and you are not playing well, but you still need to dig yourself out. That's what we did today. We fought, we dug ourselves out, we found a way, and then that's that. And you leave it at that. We dug ourselves out today. Very proud of the way we fought. You could see how much it meant at the end. You could see how much it meant to get over the line in this game, to make sure the 3 points went our way. 5 points clear now. We've desperately needed that. The next few weeks are hectic for Arsenal. We have, in just a couple of days, Brighton away. That's going to be another really tricky game. Then straight to Mansfield in the FA Cup. Then to Germany for the Champions League round of 16 first leg against Leverkusen. Then back in London for Everton. Then we got the second leg against Leverkusen just a few days after that. And then the Carabao Cup final against Man City. That's 6 games between now and the 22nd of March. That's 6 games in 3 weeks. 2 games per week. That is nuts. That is chaos. And we need to be winning, ideally, all of them. I mean, we can get away with not beating Leverkusen home and away as long as we do the job over 2 legs. But Brighton, Mansfield, at least one of the Leverkusen legs, Everton and Man City in the Carabao Cup final. We need to be winning all of those. Straight over to Brighton. Yeah, I'm barely even going to celebrate that one. It's nice to get one over Chelsea in the Premier League after almost a year. Right. That feeling will stick for probably a few hours, and then focus immediately shifts to Brighton. Today's about relief. Today's about managing to fight and get through a really tricky game. I have a feeling Brighton could be the exact same. We need to win the league this season, and that's a big step towards it. We keep going. We keep going. Do not screw it up from here, Arsenal. I'm begging you.